Hindu values? Look, we are simply saying the ideas that you acquired in Hindu religion, the idea of spirituality, etc., are very important to be turned into practice. How do you do that? What you learned, you must put into practice. So the way you start is start at home. So the way you look at other family members should immediately reflect what you studied in Hinduism. This is the tradition that you come from. So idea of respect, discipline, etc., which you see in the Hindu homes, are crucial and important and should not be abandoned just because you are modern. One other thing I must point out. You see, if you look at the animal kingdom, it says we are moving from the animal to the human, and from the human you want to move to the divine. This is the enterprise called Hinduism. Now, in the animal kingdom, you notice one thing. When when animals or even insects have children, they look after them like anything. You see little bird waiting for his mommy to feed it and going, ah, and the mommy is feeding and starving herself, feeding the babies. So in animal kingdom, you see tremendous effort put by the parents to look after their children or the youngsters or the offspring. Understandable. Now we have moved from the animal to the human kingdom. Unfortunately, the same thing continues to apply. But in the animal kingdom, you know what's the difference? In the animal kingdom, if you are an elderly person, so an elderly lion in a pack of lions, they will cast you aside. They won't let you share the food when they go hunting. They say you are outdated. So they'll throw you out of the pack. In the animal kingdom, they don't look after the elderly. They cast them aside. They only look after the babies. But the elderly people, they're seen as unnecessary, they're cast away. Hopefully, when we enter the human kingdom, we have learnt our lesson and we don't say, okay, only children are important. Who cares for the old age people? Who cares for the elderly, the parents and the grandparents? Chuck them in the old people's home. See, we have just followed the animal example. In the human kingdom, the way you judge yourself, look, I'm telling you, in any family, I'm telling you, and you can check out your own families. The amount of time and effort you give towards your children or towards your offspring should be matched by the time and effort you give to your old elderly people in your family. Check it out in your families. You'll be surprised. 90% of the Hindu homes will go out of their way to look after the children. The parents will starve themselves to take the children to the tuition and take them to the top schools and drive them up and down. They'll kill themselves, they'll starve themselves for you to come to Eton. But when you look at the way they look after the elderly, they're cast aside. You hardly see them once a month or once a week. When you see that, I'm telling you, they lost the Hindu value, the Hindu plot. It's not only you look after your children, you look after your elderly at the same time, the same dignity, the same amount of effort and money, time and money spent on them. When you do that, that means you evolved out of the animal kingdom into the human. Otherwise, you're still operating in the animal kingdom. You moved into the human kingdom. See, I'm just showing you human values, the Hindu values. We should not abandon them just because we are modern and we say the Western society doesn't care, so why should we care? This is your tradition. This is your deep ideas. Not only look after, in animal kingdom, you look after your children. In the human kingdom, children as well as your elderly family members. You must do that.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care, encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.